What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another Sunday Breakfast, a monthly talk show where we sit down and get real for a day, and let's hop right on in. This video, if you've ever felt like you've wasted your time, or if you've even wasting your life up to this point, and you feel like this sense of inadequacy with the way you do things or the way you live your life, trust me, it's a normal feeling, it's a normal thing. Everyone goes through it at some point. I mean, everyone probably don't go through it at the same time. Everyone goes through different things at different times. Everyone are at different levels in their lives. Like a video game, everyone is at different stages. And you might be at level 1 while someone is at level 100, but that doesn't mean that you're bad because you're at level 1. That just means that you had a different go at it, or you had a different, start time, and they had a different start time. That's all that means. But this feeling of inadequacy, this feeling of I'm not seeing as much success as you hope, not seeing as much of, not being as fulfilled or living a life full of purpose as you would have thought you would have lived. And that's normal. That's okay. That is something that you do not need to feel ashamed that you're going through. I mean, it can come from low self-esteem, or it can come from no purpose or just a misdirection of your life. Any of those factors, and let's just go through them real quick. Low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, that means you kind of downplay yourself, and you kind of, what do you call it? You kind of self-deprecate yourself in the little things. You don't value yourself as much as you should. There's no easy way to say how to fix that. I mean, I could say, smile more, because when you smile, you release those little dopamines or serotonin, or what, I have no idea what they're called, but those chemicals in your body, you actually foster them a little more than if you were just sitting down staring at the ground all day with a depressive look on your face. Proven scientifically, I hope. I mean, I read that somewhere, I don't know where. Low self-esteem comes from literally not valuing yourself as much as you should. Value yourself, value what you do, value what you say, value your actions, value the person that you are. You aren't some disposable asset. You are a human who has emotions, feelings. You are a living and breathing entity in this world, and you should value what you do and say. But let's move on to the next thing, which is no purpose. Being, aimless in life, and not knowing what your goals are that you want to achieve. And everyone is different. Everyone wants different things, or seeks different, thrills, and seeks different accomplishments to add to their belt. And that's with this no purpose thing. You just have to find it. You have to explore. You have to get out of that comfort zone that you were in. Is easier said than done. That doesn't mean that you need to do some crazy stuff to figure out what your purpose in life is going to be, but it's just find new sides of you that you didn't already know. You need to do that yourself. You need to go on this journey yourself. You can have people assist you. You can have people really tell you, oh, you should try this out, you should try this. But you should really, at the end of the day, listen to yourself the most when it comes to this stuff. I mean, it's your life. It's your life. People say YOLO. Literally, YOLO. You only live once. So do what you can while you're here. Once the day is over or the game is over, don't feel as if you have any regrets. That's the way you want to live life. With no regrets, YOLO. Last point, which is misdirection, which is your environment or people around you are pointing you in the wrong directions, and you feel as if so, but you don't really know. And a clearer way to know is if you just don't feel comfortable with what you're currently doing, or the kind of stuff that you're in. Circles back to the comfort zone. If you're in the comfort zone and you feel too comfortable, that's a problem. But if you're in that you're not comfortable at all, then those are two sides of the same coin of you need to do something different, you need to explore other options, and you need to try to get out of this bubble that you're in. When it comes to life and spending it and what you do with it, let's try to not fill our whole day up with excessive things that kind of just rot our brain, just deteriorate ourselves. Like social media. I know me, a person literally whose thing is posting content on social media like YouTube, and literally doing this on a monthly, weekly basis at this point. It's kind of a hypocrite for me to say this, but get off of all of this. Let's try to actually just chill by yourself with your own thoughts. Take what you ingest or digest from all of that too seriously. It's a random person that you'll never see in your life. Like on Twitter, you're reading a message from a random person that you'll never see in your life. You're just reading their thoughts, and you're just kind of, don't take it too seriously. There's a lot of things on the internet that are rage bait, that are just cringe, not worth your time, pretty much. And just don't give them the light of day. Don't give them that satisfaction. And if you have that time at the end of the day where you want to just chill and mindlessly scroll through the internet, or like Instagram, YouTube, whatever, so go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Do it at your leisure time, and not at the time where you should be doing other things like being productive or doing something that you wanted to complete. Continue wasting our lives, but slowly but surely getting better at not wasting our lives, if that makes sense. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.